Hey guys, just a quick video about reloading. One of the things you need to look out for if you are gonna go reloading is you go to the range and you want to pick up your own shells that you shoot, or shells that another bloke or another person that's shooting doesn't want. They're gonna put them in the bin, or they're just not gonna bother picking them up. So range etiquette dictates that you have to ask, you know, are you picking up your brass, mate? Do you want your brass? Some people get upset, you know. A lot of people reload because they save money and they don't want other people taking their brass. So you know, it's only polite to ask, hey mate, are you picking up your brass? Are you gonna reload it, or do you mind if I take your brass if you're not gonna use it? That sort of thing. So most of the time people, you know, most of the people will probably be reloading and say, no mate, I'm gonna reload my brass, so hands off, sort of thing, you know. So it's only polite to ask. So, but if you do pick up some brass from the range and you plan to reload it, there's a couple of things you need to look out for. Obviously, is the brass damaged in any way? Is it too dirty? Is it cracked? Is it you know, is it not good? So is it all different types of brands? Because different brands will mean the brass will be heavier. Some will be heavier, some will be lighter, which tends to indicate a difference in the volume, in the internal volume of the case, like how much powder is it going to fit. So remember, amount of powder and even how compact the powder is has a bearing on accuracy downrange. So you generally want to reload all the shells that are very similar in weight, because then that will mean that their internal capacity will be fairly similar and therefore give you a consistency in accuracy. So another thing, the most important thing you need to look out for is make sure you don't mix up your brass. Like for example here's a whole bunch of 9mm brass, right, that I picked up yesterday from the range, where there was some in the bin and there was also some that this guy wasn't picking up. He said, I don't care mate, you can take it. So I grabbed it. I picked up about 100 pieces. So I mean, that's about $40 worth, $45 worth at the shop. 100 once fired cases or brand new cases will cost you about 40-50 bucks. So I saved myself 50 bucks. So just gotta make sure you look out for trouble. In this case, there was a guy shooting a different caliber, but could you pick which shells in here, which shells are different? Which shell will be different? Does any stick out that you can see? Are there any calibers here that are not the same as what we intend to reload? In this case, 9mm. So there's two shells in here that are not 9mm, that you wouldn't want to get mixed up with your 9mm shells. Okay, so which ones are they? Can you pick it? Where is it? It's here somewhere. There's definitely two that are higher than the others. See that? See the difference? See the difference in height? I'll put one in the middle here. Look at that. This is a 9mm. This one's a 38 Super Special. So it's a slightly different caliber. The bullet is very, very similar. The actual projectile is very similar, but it won't fit in a 9mm. If you try to put that into a 9mm, it'll probably damage your gun or get jammed. You'll have a problem. And you definitely don't want to be mixing up your brass. So in this instance, the guy was picking up his 38 Super, but he left two behind. And somebody else must have picked them up and put them in the rubbish. But yeah, there you go. See, a slight little difference can mean a big difference once you stick it in your pistol. Alright guys, so that's one thing you gotta look out for. I'll put this aside because I won't be using them. I have no intention of ever buying a 38 Super, but I will definitely eventually buy get myself a 9mm for target shooting. So, and maybe eventually IPSC shooting. But in the meantime, I'm just collecting brass to have some in stock. So when I start reloading, once I get my my license to have my first pistol, then I'll have some brass ready to go, and I won't have to buy it, which is the best thing. I'll just have to buy bullets and powder, and I'll be ready to go. I'm primers, and I'll be ready to go. Believe it or not, as I've mentioned in previous videos, the brass is the most expensive part of your reloading components. Obviously very critical, has to be in good condition, has to be clean, can't have any cracks, any rust, any deformities, any weakness in the structure. So most of the time your brass will be perfectly fine unless it's been lying around or somebody stepped on it, or there was an actual problem with it to begin with, and then once it got shot it cracked. Which it happens, you know. It's one of those things that out of 1,000 cases, you know, a few will not be good. So this is what you need to look out for, guys. Difference in sizes of brass. Look at that. Very important. You don't want to mix up your brass. All right, guys. Cheers. I'm videoing, buddy.
Okay. I didn't see the camera.
Just gonna clean up some brass, mate. You're gonna have a bit of reloading eventually, yeah?
Oh, I remember now.
You're gonna learn how to reload, buddy? Don't touch your camera, I'm videoing, mate.
Okay.
See, they gotta be clean. They go round and round. This thing is vibrating, and those little bits of shell, that's hazelnut shells. They're so hard that slowly they go bing 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 all along the side of the brass, and they take away all the dirt and all the gunpowder and all the dirty stuff.
Dad doesn't
Ends up really clean.
Dad doesn't go down and then up and then comes back up.
Yeah,
and then
yeah. It just goes in a big circle.
Oh.
Goes around in a big circle and it cleans up. All right, leave it there. Don't put your hand in front of the camera, mate. We'll leave it here for about an hour, maybe 2 or 3 hours, and then we'll come back and check it. Some are dirty, some are from before. Alright, come on, let's put the lid on. Watch out. Leave it. Leave it. Don't get your hand dirty. Alright, here we go. We're gonna put the lid on. Put the lid on. And then we'll let it do its job, mister. You gonna learn reloading, buddy? It's really easy.
I know.
Good boy, mate.
How to reload.
Alright, you come and help me check it later, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, buddy. See you, mate.
Bye-bye.
Love you, mate.
Love you.
Love you, mate. Gotta teach a young bloke how to do some reloading eventually. Cheers, guys. Catch you on the next one.